Everything you're about to see is educational purpose, and nothing here is promise of future results. Alright, let's get right into it. You're staring at a chart, price is jumping all over the place, and you're trying to figure out which move is real and which one is just noise. You can see a strong move, you jump in, and it immediately reverses on you. Sound familiar, right? Today, I'm going to show you a simple two-step framework to help you filter out those chaos and focus only on the setups that matter. Let's build it. Okay, so first tool you're gonna grab is a classic Bollinger Bands. If you're on TradingView or something similar, you just go to the indicators, type in and pop it on your chart. So what is this thing? Honestly, all it is a way to see how wild or how calm the market is. Just think of it like a river. The line in the middle is the main current, the average price, and these lines on the outside, these are the river banks. You see right here, when the market gets really choppy and moves around a lot, the banks get wider. And then when things get quiet and calm, like over here, the banks squeeze and tight. That's a great tool, but the standard settings are a little too short term for what we're doing. We want to see the whole river, not just the last few feet. So we're just gonna tweak the settings real quick. In the inputs, the length is usually at 20. I just bumped this up to 100. All that does is it tells the indicator to look at least 100 candles instead of the last 20. So it gives us a much smoother, more stable picture and filter out a lot of that short-term chop. Then over the style tab, I just clean it up so it's easier to read. I'll make the midline white, a little thicker, upper band green, lower band red. And here's a little trick I like. This background option, I turn that on and just drag the opacity to just like 10% or 20%. It just adds a little shade inside the band. And there you go. Now it's just clean and easy to see what's going on. So what are we actually looking for? It's super simple. It all comes down to this white line in the middle. When you see a candle closes clearly above that line, like this one right here, that's it. That's our alert. It's the first sign we're looking for. It suggests that, hey, maybe the buyers are starting to show up. And on the flip side, when the candles closes firmly below the line, same deal. It suggests that sellers might be stepping in. Now, and this is the most important part, you can't just act on every one of these crosses. If you did, you'd get into a mess like this. So, see how it breaks above and then immediately below, then back above? That's how you get chopped up. It's what they call whipsaw, and it's no fun. So the break is just our signal to pay attention. It's not a signal to do anything. For that, we need to check if the bigger trend agrees with the signal. So how do we avoid getting caught in that chop? We need a filter. And for that, we're just gonna use another classic indicator, the MACD. Let's add it to the chart. When you first put it on, it looks like pretty busy, right? There's lines crossing all over the place, but we're going to strip this way down. We don't want more signals, we just want a simple yes or no on the trend. So back into the settings. First thing, and this is the key, under inputs, change the time frame to one step higher than your chart. So we're looking at a 15-minute chart here. So I'll set that MACD to 30 minutes. That way, our filter is looking for a higher time frame. Then I'll change the lengths to 100 and 200 just to keep it synced with our other tool. Now, over the style, we only care about the histogram, these color bars. So I'm just gonna uncheck the MACD line and signal line. Just turn them off, we don't need them. And look what we're left with. It's just simple red light and green light filter now. Basically, if the bars are solid green and above the zero line, that's the green light. The underlying trend seems to be up. If the bars are solid red and below the line, that's our red light. And the trend seems to be down. And these lighter color bars, think of this as a yellow line. It just means the trend is weaker or unclear. It's pausing. And for us, the yellow light means we put our hands in our pockets. We just wait for a clear green or a clear red light. Alright, so this is where it all comes together. Let's just walk through it on the chart. It's the same two steps every time. Okay, look right here. We get a candle that closes above the white line. That's step 1, our alert. So what do? We look down. Step 2, we check our filter and the MACD is white, yellow light. The trend isn't there to back it up, so we do nothing. We just wait, simple as that. Now, a little later, we get a hard close below the white line, alert. We look down at our filter, what do we see? Solid red light. So now the alert and the filter agree. This is the setup that fits the rules of our framework. And of course, if you were consider a trade here, you need a plan, right? You'd have to know where your stop loss would go, maybe above the last swing high, and have an idea of your target. That risk management part is everything. Let's just keep going and see how this rhythm feels in practice. You get another bullish break right here, and when look down, the MACD is green line. So conditions are met there. Then right after, a bearish breakout happened. We check our filter and it's white. So that's a pass for us. We just skip it and wait. Then another bullish break forms. We glance down at the filter and yep, it's green again. So that's one checks out. You see the process? It's not complicated. It's just a patient two-step check. Alert, then confirmation. But look, having an idea for entry is only half of it. Knowing how to manage your risk is, I think, way more important. So I put a video that goes deep on that topic right here on the screen for you. It's a crucial piece of the puzzle. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you on the next one.